Hey, you guys, welcome back to Kelly Reacts. I have a story for you from Chicago. This story happened at the beginning of the school year in August of 2025. I was waiting to post it just to see if there were any updates in the story. So the story goes, a little 9-year-old boy, his name is Anakin. You can see him coming out of the gate from his home. The school that he goes to is right across the street. The little boy ran across the street in between cars and ended up getting hit by a mother that was dropping her child off. So the car dragged the little boy about 75 feet. She stopped. They said the lady circled around the corner and then she came back. CPR was done on the little boy, but unfortunately, he passed away. The woman was taken into custody. Her car was impounded, but there were no charges filed because the police decided that it was an accident. So you guys, please be careful with your kids out going to school. Even if the school is right across the street, please make your kids go to the crosswalk and cross the street properly. You guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe.
9-year-old boy is dead after he was hit by a driver right outside his school on Chicago's west side. Tonight, that boy's family spoke with our Charlie DeMar and shared their calls for justice.
That's Anakin Perez outside a home across the street from McNair Elementary School just before 8 a.m. Surveillance video provided by the family shows him run from behind the gate into the street. We paused the video before the silver Chevy hits the 9-year-old and continues to drag him down the street. Perez died at a nearby hospital.
He ran in front of you and you mean to tell me you didn't see him? You continue to go. There was no brake lights. There was no sympathy.
There was footage of him being dragged. She must have felt the impact that she did to my grandson.
Perez's family, friends, and classmates returned to McNair Thursday night. He's remembered for his love of football and big personality.
Very funny, very outgoing, very outspoken.
Anakin's family and parents here at McNair Elementary School say more needs to be done to improve safety for these students going to and from school.
Can we do more? Always can do more.
37th Ward Alderman Emma Mitz says the driver is a parent at the school.
One thing I would say, this reckless driving that folks are doing, we need to cut it out. Slow down. Take your time.
Witnesses say initially the driver kept going after the crash, but eventually returned to the scene.
But as a family, all we could try to do is try and see if we can get justice for him because he deserves that.
Chicago police say the driver was taken into custody and charges are pending. Charlie DeMar, CBS News, Chicago.
Seconds after Anakin Perez left the house for school, now his mother is pleading for criminal charges to be filed after the driver was released from police custody.
A short walk to school ends in tragedy for this fourth grader. Take a look at this home security video showing 9-year-old Anakin Perez leaving the house with his sister Thursday morning. Their school only steps away across the street. Then the boy heads into the middle of Walton Street just as a driver was coming. We frozen the video before the deadly impact that shows Anakin trying to run away, but it was too late. Frustration now mounting outside McNair Elementary School, where dozens returned near the scene to support a grieving family's calls for justice.
So you mean to tell me you didn't have 3 seconds to stop your car immediately? You didn't feel the hit? You didn't feel you dragging his body 72 feet down the street?
Their demands for criminal charges to be filed come after Chicago police initially took the driver into custody, saying that charges were pending. But a CPD spokesperson confirming with ABC7 the woman was later released.
They called it an accidental death. Any person with common sense coming down the street is going to look both ways, especially a school zone where there's kids. To have his life ended so tragically, it's a pain unimaginable.
And while police say the driver was not criminally charged, she was given a ticket. The crash remains under investigation.
now dead and a woman in custody following a tragic crash outside of the Ronald McNair Elementary School this morning. Courtney Sisk is live for us now at Stroger with the very latest. This is such a sad, sad story. Courtney, it's hard to believe.
Marion, it's absolutely horrific for that family and for everybody who had to witness this. Now, this started this morning before school. That 9-year-old was in the street outside of McNair Elementary School when he was hit by that driver. He was taken here to Stroger, where he died.
There was a lot of kids crying. I seen a kid walking away crying.
A heart-wrenching scene outside of a West Side Elementary School Thursday morning where a 9-year-old student was hit and killed heading to the school.
I just heard it from a lady crying, and I asked her what happened, and she's told me, because I believe she was crying because someone hit her or something, but she told me that she just witnessed a kid got hit.
Ardani Granillo lives in the neighborhood and rushed to help.
Since I'm trained for CPR and first aid, I came running because I hadn't seen police yet. But when I got here, the ambulance was picking him up.
Police say around 7:40 a.m. a woman in a light-colored Chevy sedan hit the 9-year-old pedestrian. She was taken into custody and her vehicle was towed from the scene shortly after. Other parents who were dropping their kids off witnessed it happen but didn't want to be identified.
I was dropping my daughter off. She's 7. She goes to McNair here. I heard a little girl crying. I also witnessed them doing chest compressions on the baby, which is really traumatizing for anyone.
Locals say the traffic is often dangerous in the area. You see a lot of kids in this neighborhood, right?
Yes, I see a lot of kids. I see a lot of people not listening to traffic, going against traffic all the time. I have 3 vehicles and all 3 of them got hit here.
And parents say they want safer crossing areas for children. CPS tells NBC5 the school does have crossing guards at the crosswalks and was not impacted by cuts or changes to the crosswalk program this year.
When you're driving through school zone, you guys have to be mindful. There are kids running back and forth across the street.
Now, Chicago Public Schools issued a statement saying, "We are devastated to confirm a student's tragic death in front of their school. Our hearts are heavy with grief for this child, as well as concern and deep sympathy for his family and loved ones." Now, CPS also says they will be offering counseling services this week for the students and staff at that school, and to please let them know if your child needs additional help this week. We are also waiting to learn more about the driver and those charges that are pending. For now, we'll go ahead and send it back to you, Marion and Alex.
A very emotional reaction.
9-year-old boy is hit and killed by a vehicle near a school on the west side this morning. Some parents and young students were horrified as they witnessed that tragedy.
And WJN's Emmy Victor spoke with the boy's family this evening. She is joining us from McNair Elementary School, where this happened. Emmy?
Ray and Micah, a family tells me what started off as a normal morning quickly turned into a nightmare. Their 9-year-old never made it to school this morning after being struck by a car.
Flowers and candles now mark the area where tragedy unfolded on the west side. A memorial continues to grow outside of McNair Elementary School after a 4th grader was struck and killed on his way to class. Anakin Perez was only 9 years old.
It was just amazing, loving. You know, his sister would joke around and say, you know, mama's boy, but I mean, he really was.
Family and friends, visibly shaken over the incident, spent Thursday evening grieving outside of the school.
He's a child, 9-year-old child that gets along with everybody. Everybody knows him around here, so for him to not be here no more, it's not fair. It's not fair.
According to Chicago police, the fatal crash happened around 7:40 this morning. Officials say a woman who was driving westbound on Walton Street hit the child. Paramedics rushed Perez to Stroger Hospital, but unfortunately, he didn't survive. Relatives provided WGN surveillance video of the incident, but we've decided not to air it due to its graphic nature.
And in the video, it shows that he came out, he was going to cross the street, and he held his hands up to say, wait, stop. And that lady still went, and she dragged them. The
family says they're now seeking justice for the boy they say brought so much joy to their lives. CPD says charges are pending. The family says they're hopeful the driver will face consequences.
A ticket or 2 or 3, you get to pay those tickets. We don't get to get him back at all.